We've got more pre-draft workouts coming up with the Golden State Warriors, and honestly, there are some under-the-radar prospects that could really fit what the team needs right now. When you think about the Warriors' current roster and their style of play, there's a clear demand for size, versatility, 3-and-D wings, and shooters who can stretch the floor and create space. These workouts are always interesting because they give us a glimpse of who might fill those gaps and bring something fresh to the team. So today, let's dive into 3 players who caught the eye. Caleb Girl from Missouri, Amari Williams from Kentucky, and Bryce Williams from Nebraska. Each one offers different skills, and if you know the Warriors, you know how much they value shooting, spacing, and defensive versatility. Starting with Caleb Girl, he's a guard standing 6'3", 205 pounds, and he's a senior with a solid college career behind him. Now, what's interesting about Caleb is that he's not your typical young rookie who's barely played college ball. He's been around the block playing from 2019 through 2025, so he brings experience and readiness to step in without needing tons of reps to get comfortable. His journey took him through several programs. He started at Iowa State but didn't see much action as a freshman. Then he transferred to UNLV, where he started all 27 games and averaged nearly 10 points per game, showing he could contribute consistently. After UNLV, Caleb returned to Iowa State during this era where transfers and the NIL, name, image, likeness rules have made player movement very common. Over 2 seasons there, he served mostly as a reserve, but eventually earned a starting role in 22 of 26 games. Then, after another transfer, he landed at Missouri. His first year there was hampered by injuries, but in the most recent season, he really made his mark, averaging nearly 14 points per game while shooting an impressive 40% from beyond the arc on about 7 attempts per game. That volume and accuracy from 3 is exactly the kind of shooting the Warriors crave, especially as they look for dependable perimeter threats to complement their core stars. Caleb also averaged almost 2 steals per game, a career high, showing that he's active on defense and can make plays off the ball. His impact was recognized with an SEC 6th Man of the Year award, meaning he's proven to be a valuable contributor off the bench, something that fits perfectly with the Warriors' current lineup structure. You've got starters like Draymond Green, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Jonathan Kuminga, and Andrew Wiggins when healthy, so having a sharp shooting guard who can come in and knock down shots from the perimeter is a luxury. His style reminds me a bit of Jordan Poole's role when he came in. Someone who can use screens to get open looks and provide instant offense. What makes Caleb a good fit is his ability to shoot off screens and maintain that elite range. If you watch Warriors basketball, you know how often they rely on screens to free up shooters. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, and even Jordan Poole all use screens to get their shots. Caleb fits that mold, which means he wouldn't need to create much off the dribble, but could focus on moving without the ball and finding space to shoot. Transitioning to the NBA shouldn't be too difficult for him because while he's not the most explosive athlete, he has enough strength and finishing ability around the rim to be effective. His ball handling is solid, but not exceptional. So, his role would be off-ball shooter primarily. He joins a group of sharpshooters the Warriors have targeted before. Players like Landry Shamet, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and AJ Green, all around 6'4" or 6'5", who prioritize spacing and shooting over creating offense. In today's NBA, every championship contender needs that kind of reliable shooter coming off the bench, and Caleb fits that description well. While he's not the tallest guard out there, his size combined with his shooting ability and experience makes him a sneaky good addition. One thing the Warriors clearly needed more of, especially with Stephen Curry dealing with injuries, was consistent outside shooting, and Caleb's stats suggest he could deliver that. Looking at his progression, Caleb has improved season after season. Despite an injury-shortened first year at Missouri where he only started 2 games, last season he became a key 6th man and increased his 3-point volume and percentage impressively. Shooting 40% on 7 attempts per game is no joke at the college level, and if he can translate that with the better coaching, practice, and pace of the NBA, he could be a very valuable bench scorer. He's shown he can carry a decent workload, averaging around 34 to 36 minutes in the games he played more extensively. which suggests he has the stamina and consistency to contribute at a high level. In terms of shooting mechanics and efficiency, Caleb appears to be a classic high-volume, high-efficiency shooter from deep. His mid to high 40s in practice shooting percentages hint that he could elevate those numbers once he's in the NBA system with more reps and the right shot selection. What the Warriors would be getting is someone who can come in and provide instant scoring, especially during those stretches when Curry is resting or sidelined. We've seen players like Jimmy Butler fill that role in other teams, being a secondary scorer who can handle the ball and keep the offense going. Caleb's game fits that mold, albeit more as a shooter than a playmaker. To wrap up on Caleb, he made 78 three-pointers on 197 attempts last season, which is impressive for a bench player. His shooting percentage of around 40% from deep is solid and puts him in a range that the Warriors desperately need to boost their second unit offense. Now, moving on from Caleb, the next player to watch is Amari Williams, a big man out of Kentucky who brings a completely different skill set but fills a vital need for Golden State. Amari stands about 7 feet tall, weighs 262 pounds, and has a wingspan that stretches over 7 feet 5 inches. His presence down low is imposing, and he's a true big man in the traditional sense. Not a stretch 5 who shoots threes, but a physical force who dominates inside on both ends of the floor. Coming out of England and transferring from Drexel to Kentucky, Amari has developed under some of the best coaching in college basketball. In his graduate season at Kentucky, he averaged 11 points, nearly 9 rebounds, and over 3 assists per game, shooting 56% from the field. That kind of efficiency around the basket is exactly what the Warriors have been missing in the front court. He started all 36 games last season, showing durability and consistency. Beyond the stats, Amari achieved a rare milestone in SEC history by becoming only the second player to record at least 375 points, 300 rebounds, 100 assists, 40 blocks, and 20 steals in a single season. This tells us he's a player who impacts the game in every facet. He defends, rebounds, passes, and even contributes steals. That level of versatility is exactly what teams look for in modern centers, especially for a team like the Warriors. That value switching and rim protection. Defensively, Amari is a rim protector with high basketball IQ. He can guard multiple positions and uses his length to alter shots and secure rebounds effectively. Watching how the Warriors struggled against teams like Houston and Minnesota, getting into the paint shows why they need a player like Amari who can protect the rim and provide a defensive anchor. Compared to guys like Kevin Looney or James Wiseman, Amari seems to offer a more well-rounded package. He rebounds well, defends with intensity, and can make smart passes out of the post, which fits Golden State's style of ball movement. At Drexel, he was a 3-time Colonial Athletic Association Defensive Player of the Year, which highlights his defensive pedigree. That's a significant achievement, and it shows his impact at a high level, even if the competition in the CAA isn't the same as the SEC. Still, his progression and ability to thrive once he got to Kentucky speak volumes about his potential. Amari isn't a shooter or a stretch big, but he doesn't need to be for the Warriors. He projects as a reliable rotational center who can be a defensive anchor and facilitator on offense, something the team desperately needs. His size and skill set make him a perfect candidate to shore up that interior presence. The last player to break down is Bryce Williams, a 6'7" shooting guard and small forward out of Nebraska. He is the son of former NBA player Henry Williams and brings that pedigree along with a strong scoring ability. Bryce missed an entire season due to a knee injury, but came back strong and transferred to Nebraska, where he really took over as a primary offensive weapon. As a 6-year senior, he averaged 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. One of his standout qualities is his shooting. He's a true 3-and-D wing, making nearly 39% from deep across 5 seasons. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. A tremor is reportedly rippling through the Golden State Warriors' usually stoic facade, with whispers suggesting that Klay Thompson, the beloved Splash Brother, is still grappling with an unresolved issue that dates back years. Sources close. To the team, speaking on condition of anonymity, hint at a resurfacing of deeply buried tension stemming from an infamous locker room incident. The murmur circulating is that Thompson has confided in trusted circles, expressing that he has never forgiven the punch, a reference widely believed to be about the altercation involving Draymond Green. This revelation, if true, casts a long shadow over the Warriors' future, especially with the team already navigating a period of significant transition and uncertainty. The notion that a core member like Thompson might still harbor such strong feelings from a past conflict suggests a potential underlying fracture within the team's chemistry, a bond that has historically been their bedrock. While the Warriors have prided themselves on their ability to overcome adversity and maintain a unified front, the re-emergence of this particular wound could prove to be a significant obstacle. The question now is whether this lingering resentment is merely a personal sentiment or if it's impacting the team's dynamics in a way that could influence crucial decisions regarding player futures and team strategy. The basketball world is abuzz with speculation, wondering if this old wound is finally threatening to unravel the fabric of a dynasty. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.